Good afternoon. The commencement ceremony for the School of the Museum of Fine Arts of the School of Arts and Sciences will now be in order. Greetings, dear members of the class of 2021, and congratulations on making it to the finish line. Despite the unprecedented challenges you have faced, culminating in the most extraordinary 15 months of any of our lives, you did it. You did it with your hands and your mind and your heart and your sweat. You did it at 230 the Fenway and at 160 St. Alphonsus Street and in countless buildings and outdoor spaces on and off the Tufts campuses, indeed around the world. You did it when the SMFA bus was late or didn't show up, when the coffee machine in 230 Fenway's basement was broken, and when the only way people could see some of your best painting or sculpture or print was on a screen. You did it because there's something about the process of thinking through art making, something about engaging in the process of making something first and then figuring out what it is and what to do with it, and something about investing your whole body and soul in your work that renders the idea of not making art unthinkable to you, no matter what the cost in material or emotional or psychological terms. And you did it at a school that has insisted, almost since its inception 145 years ago, that art making requires a capaciousness of imagination and an ethical seriousness at odds with the traditional rigid structure of higher education. You found that there are as many blueprints for navigating the SMFA curriculum as there have been students at the school. No one forced you to take the studio classes you didn't want to take. No one teaching a studio class gave you a letter grade or asked you to declare a major or concentration. What our faculty and staff did do through their everyday mentoring, their classroom instruction and presence, they're taking you on field trips and showing you zillions of interesting things to do and see and explore and create, is make it impossible for you to avoid confronting your own goals, ambitions, dreams, and passions, as well as your own prejudices, shortcomings, and failures of moral and political imagination. That is to say, you did not do what you did or endure what you did alone. Most importantly, you did what you did with the support, material, emotional, and otherwise, of the people who love you, including relatives and friends who are watching this ceremony on video today. These people are unusual. They rejoice, at least some of the time, in your being an artist. They've allowed you to follow your muse wherever it might lead you. They have honored your passion to change the world for better by making art and have championed your desire to have a stay. So graduates, please stand up now. This, I think, will be picked up by the microphone, and join me in applauding those faculty members and friends who are celebrating with you today for trusting in you, in what you are doing, and in what you will do. You can sit down. Thank you. In closing, I hope that on this momentous day, you are taking the full measure of your achievements and giving yourself all the credit you deserve for making it to the finish line. I am incredibly in awe of you. I congratulate you, the people who have helped you to make it to this day, and especially the artist within you waiting to carry you through whatever your next challenge may be. No matter what you end up doing professionally, you are ready right this minute to go out in the world and make a difference with your artistic voice. Be bold, be brave, take risks, and rest assured that the faculty and staff at SMFA will always be here for you, full of pride, cheering you on and having your back. Thank you congratulations, and Godspeed to you all. It is now my pleasure to introduce my colleague and director of the Master of Fine Arts program, Jeannie Sims. I'm going to be brief. I want to congratulate the class of 2021 and say that it has been a pleasure to work with you all. I admire your artistic practices and the devotion that you gave them at the SMFA. I hope that you will continue to stay connected, support one another in your work all around the world, connecting and continuing to stay united. I hope also you will come back and visit often. I am now going to introduce Anne Barute Harris, our SMFA graduate speaker.
Thank you to Dean Bauer, Jeannie Sims, all SMFA faculty, the SMFA gallery team, and all SMFA staff for all of your hard work. I'd personally like to thank my advisors, Patty Loper and Mary Ellen Strom, for believing in me and in my work. I'd like to start with a land and water acknowledgement. I acknowledge that the SMFA campus, Mission Hill Studios, and Tufts campus are on the original lands of the Massachusetts tribe and the Wampanoag tribe. I acknowledge that the woods in which I walk are the original and ancestral homelands of the Nipmuc tribe, the freshwater people. These are the first peoples and true keepers of these places, of all beings and creatures, visible and invisible. Like many other forests and places in this state, these landscapes are purposefully designed to hide the real truth, designed to erase, ignore, and normalize the violence of settler colonization, even as recently as the 21st century. Massacred and forcibly displaced, this land is full of settler colonial mythologies purposefully ingrained into this region's history to make us forget what really happened and making it even harder to find the truth. Today, we live and breathe together with the Nipmuc, Massachusetts, and Wampanoag nations, and with the presence of Indigenous communities and peoples everywhere. We are all interconnected. We still have much to learn, not only how to respectfully care for this place and all forests, but also for each other. These past 2 years, we worked with resilience and imagination in rethinking and adapting our art practices. Our work speaks to the lengths we've all strived. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, place became a central focus for us all. Our situated places have deepened our artistic practices. I have deepened my understanding of what it means to collaborate with a place, with the forest that I grew up with as a child. My reawakened collaboration with these woods was sparked by a porcupine. Pre-snowfall, I interacted with this porcupine, waddling away from me, gnawing on fallen evergreen branches and the bases of young beech trees. Pre-snowfall, I installed my paintings in this forest. The porcupine sat next to and walked around my paintings. I worried something was wrong after the nor'easter snowstorm we had, when I did not see this porcupine for several days. One evening, prior to performing with the snow and nearing twilight, something inside of me told me to look right into the forest, where a large lump lay still in the snow. My adrenaline picked up, my heart pounded faster. When I found the dead porcupine, there were no signs of struggle. last tracks wove in and out of a small patch of hemlock trees before lying down, perhaps to take a nap. I think it's safe to say that a lot of us felt like this dead porcupine for the past year, stiff, stagnant, frozen, unable to think of what to do, how to do, whether to keep going or stop. It is no coincidence the porcupine died in the very same spot in which I lay down last November, under my forest canvas in a performance. Today it is spring. The snow has melted, the ticks are back, the sunlight shines longer, and the temperature warmer. As I stare into the socket of the thawed porcupine's eye, it decomposes faster by microorganisms and creatures, many of which I cannot see with my eyes. I have learned there is life found in decay, as the porcupine's remains seep back into and nourish the earth, slowly becoming the ground, revitalizing the forest through the mycelial network beneath the soil. I give my paintings back to this forest and to this porcupine and paint with soil from the site of its death. Through place-based art making, I have been allowed entrance into this invisible world. My practice of place-based art making and site reciprocity was already in me, but my time at SMFA awakened this in new ways, through theory and critique, grounding my beliefs and bringing my practice to life. My porcupine journey has just started, like all of our journeys as artists here today. My porcupine work has further emphasized art making is possible right in our backyards, and I believe each one of us has shown this to be true in our personal spaces, this past year especially. Sometimes, it's the more than human world closest to us that teaches and inspires us the most. Thank you.
We shall now begin the presentation by department of candidates for their respective degrees. Candidates shall come to the stage to receive congratulations on behalf of the SMFA faculty. The name of each candidate will be read by Eulogio Guzman, Chair of the Department of Visual and Materials Studies.
Welcome, parents, grandparents, family, and friends to this momentous occasion, and of course, our graduates. Les damos una cordial y calurosa bienvenida a todas las familias, a las madres, a los padres, abuelas y abuelos, al igual que todas las amistades en este gran momento. Felicidades. I have the honor to present to you these candidates for the degree in Arts and Sciences of Master of Fine Arts. On behalf of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, I ask that these degrees now be conferred. Anne Harris. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, my sister, my friends, the forest, the porcupine, Lynn Simmons and Barbara Beal Fofana, Asha and Philo.
Jana Purrington. Congratulations.
Thank you so much to my family and friends and to all the faculty and the community that I've built at the SMFA. I couldn't have done it without everyone's support.
Ralph Robinson. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you to the love of my life, Carol, for putting up with, it's been 4 years we can put it all together, and I wouldn't have traded any of those moments. Thanks so much.
I now have the honor to present you these candidates for the degree of Arts and Sciences of Post-Baccalaureate. On behalf of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, I ask that these degrees now be conferred. Catalina Pastrana Acosta. Felicidades.
Quiero agradecerle a mis padres, a mis hermanos por todo el amor y todo el apoyo que me han dado. Muchísimas gracias también a mi novio Juan Pablo. Los amo demasiado. Muchísimas gracias.
I now have the honor to present to you these candidates for the degree in Arts and Sciences of Bachelor of Fine Arts and combined degree Bachelor of Fine Arts and Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts. On behalf of the faculty of the School of Arts and Sciences, I ask that these degrees now be conferred. Alexander Bauer. Congratulations.
I'm done.
Amy Chu. Congratulations.
Thanks, everyone.
Jean Chung. Congratulations. Verchiste Dindar. Congratulations.
Thank you to my family for their support and thank you to my friends who were with me during this journey. Sizi çok seviyorum.
Maria Fong. Congratulations. Celia Glastris. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, family, Georgia, Karina, Sai, and Tuckle. Accessibility for all. Woo!
Wilhelmina P. Heifner. Congratulations. It's great to see you.
Thank you, everyone, my family, and my family. Please try to do both.
JC A. Henderson. Congratulations.
I just want to thank my family and my friends and all the faculty who supported me through this journey, so thank you.
Olivia M. Junkin.
to my parents for paying an absorbent amount of money for me to put glitter on things.
Isabella Kaiser. Congratulations.
Thank you to my family and friends, and congratulations, everyone. We're done.
Alegría B. Madera. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad and my friends and all the faculty at SMFA.
Isabela Montoya. Congratulations.
Muchas gracias a mi familia por estos 5 años de apoyo. Lots of thanks to my family for these 5 years of support. I love you all, and congratulations to everyone.
Indigo Nar. Congratulations.
All right, no one told us about a speech. Thanks everyone. Thank you to my family, my mother, my father, my stepmother, my brothers, my grandparents, my friends, and the faculty at SMFA. Couldn't have done it without anyone else. And congrats, everyone else.
Lily Oliver. Congratulations.
Wow.
Bhavya Singh. Congratulations.
Thank you to my family, my friends, and especially my fiance for supporting my very non-linear journey. And thank you to everybody at the SMFA. The artists that I've encountered here have truly expanded and changed my life. Thank you.
Sarah C. Scupian. Congratulations. You're welcome. Martina Tan. Congratulations.
Hi, I just want to say thanks to my family for letting me be in the combined degree program, and also thanks to all the amazing people in the SMFA community, including the students, the faculty, the facilities workers, and everyone who's made it really special. So thank you.
Rebecca A. Budd.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, psychiatrists, and antidepressants.
Lara Williams. Congratulations.
Thank you to my family, to my roommates who make every day of my life an adventure, to my friends, to SMFA as an entity, my marching band, to the academy, to whoever made this suit, and to Miley Cyrus for being so
We would now like to recognize candidates for degrees who are learning remotely or unable to attend today's ceremonies in person, but are watching the proceedings remotely. I will now read their names in alphabetical order. Students have been invited to upload videos of themselves so that their images can be part of the ceremony proceedings. Nicholas Kahn. Jess Pouncey. Gil Spears. Yu Cheng. Alberto Checa Gorra. Cullen Yikwan Gu. Z. Lober. Holly Nicole Yates. Brittany Rose Wazaleski. Mac Baker. Calla King Clements. Lily Pisano. And Zahia Noor Truth. Thank you.
As the recessional music, well, actually, I'm not going to follow script. You guys, you're amazing. Give yourselves one more big round of applause, please. Okay. As the recessional music begins, we would like to ask students to recess first, starting from the last row and working our way to the front of the auditorium. Faculty and staff members will follow after the students. Please continue outside and remember to stay socially distanced even after you exit the building. And now, on behalf of the faculties and staff of the School of the Museum of Fine Arts at Tufts University, let me once again extend our congratulations to our graduates. We could not be prouder of you. We send you on your way with the highest hopes and our very best wishes. Congratulations.
Steady and true, rush along, brown and blue. Raise a mighty spade,